It was this letter, dated July 16th, that pushed Sarasota City Commissioners to talk about a laundry list of allegations against Auditor and Clerk Pamela Natalini. Derek Andrews Wright, a former employee of Natalini's, writes, quote, "The first 3 months were horrible. I received multiple calls to my personal phone from Mrs. Pamela stating I should watch my back and not trust Veta, Karen, or any staff in which I work with." Andrews Wright describes several occasions where Natalini made employees cry, calling her a, quote, "horrible manager." He goes on to say, "She would always come into work after lunch, and whenever you tried to talk about training or work-related issues, she was always busy. Every manager in the clerk's office informed me of countless harassment and demoralizing experiences they have had with Mrs. Pamela. They informed me that they would love to speak up about the issues, but felt nothing would happen due to past issues with prior staff." Then 6 months after Andrews Wright started working for Natalini, "After dealing with many other issues from Mrs. Pamela, I spoke up and asked her to stop, and 2 days later, I was fired." This letter of allegations comes after 22 negative evaluations from Natalini's employees late last year. One said, quote, "Pamela is a cruel, self-serving individual. She manages by intimidation. I've seen her bring employees to tears over simple matters." Another, quote, "Ms. Natalini's administration style is to intimidate everyone that she works with and to put fear into those under her that if you do not do exactly as requested, their lives at the city will become difficult." Mayor Liz Alpert brought up all of the allegations regarding Natalini's behavior at a recent city commission meeting.
You just can't ignore that. That's too many employees who are really counting on the commission to investigate it and, take appropriate action.
The city is looking to hire a third party to investigate Natalini.
I think it makes it better to have a neutral party to come in, look at the situation, and if there's nothing going on, great. And if there is, then we've had, an unbiased person come in and say, this is a problem.
According to the city of Sarasota, there hasn't been any other formal feedback about Natalini and no prior investigations into her behavior. However, this is not the first time these kinds of allegations have been made against Natalini, according to the former city commissioner, Susan Chapman. She says this is just the first time there will be any investigation to look into the validity of the claims.
One employee told me that the city auditor and clerk had 9 lives, and I said that can't be true. She has much more than 9 lives.
Chapman says the allegations started before she was on the commission in 2011, citing several other complaints between then and 2014 when she was elected to the commission. Chapman estimates then 3 or 4 employees had come forward to her personally about Natalini.
I think the time for marshaling facts is over. I think it's time to face the facts. She creates an abusive environment for her employees.
ABC7 reached out to Natalini for comment on all of the previous allegations, including the most current by Derek Andrews Wright. She responded in a brief email that said, quote, "Please be advised that I have no comments pending the City Commission's final decision of its investigation."